Greetings, greetings, humanity! We have returned! Somehow! Against all odds!
I think you make it sound way more dire.
We have traveled far!
You only lost everything.
Across hill and dale! Of the internet. Yes, no. Delays happened again. Not the least of which was the fact that that a lot of my devices got shorted out, which was wonderful. So I had to rebuild a lot of stuff, which was fascinating. It's thankfully not as much as I thought I would have had to. The computer survived, but and it's just sort of like get the monitors and everything set up again and figure out how things work. I still don't actually know how things work. I don't think I ever have really, but one tries. Oh yeah, we have Lucci here again. Hi.
I'm also alive.
Yay! How's it going?
Good.
How's your aliveness proceeding? It's going well.
Yeah. It's going well. It's going well. Trying to promote a healthier life for myself. That's good.
I've heard that is a good thing. Being alive is generally preferable, from what I hear. Have you been? You've been doing any various types of gamery?
I have. We just had our third D&D session with a number of both experienced and very first-time role players. So it has been an experience and fun. Yeah.
Was this the thing with the goblin you were talking about, or is this something else?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's the thing with the goblin.
Excellent.
Yeah. There's. I forget what they call it now. There's like the new goblin race that's like the favored of the He Who Remains God or whatever in D&D. I'm so bad with like but like so like he was like, oh, my favorite goblins, like now like I've made you my favorite ones, taller and have some special, divine skills and shit like that. And we have one of those in our party, and then we have me playing a normal goblin, and they are like a religious zealot.
Oh no!
They're paladin of this like new god, and I'm like, who basically chose them over the goblins that I have. And I was like, cool, and I am. It's becoming more and more evident that the DM and I told him that I was like, I'm gonna make rolls, and you're not gonna know why. Or everyone's not gonna know why. So you can know why. And I got a new dice set, and it's the first time ever. It's like it rolls like a fucking champ.
Nice.
Good. Except that as a player, or as I want to lose, because I'm rolling for self-control every time he goes off on praising the god and all this stuff. It's me biting my tongue, and I don't think I've scored lower than a 14, and it's been like 19s, nat 20s. Like, I'm showing no emotion to it, but everyone's like trying to figure out why I'm rolling so much. And the DM is just dying laughing.
That is awesome. I am still playing in that once every other week game short campaign. It's going to end soon, I think. We've only got a couple more sessions left or so. But where I am also playing a goblin, I'm playing an artificer, and we're just going through these various little trials and figuring things out. And I think we just got we got sucked into a mirror, and so we're now having to deal with mirror selves, and that's, I think, going to be delightful, and also terrifying, because my character has PTSD, so as probably a lot of my characters do, come to think of it. So that's going to be a thing. As far as video games go, I've been mostly, aside from, I've been doing Cities Skylines, and I've been playing Sunhaven every now and then. That's been it right now.
Yeah, aside from Population 1 and like doing my tournaments for that, I've been woefully neglecting all of that.
You get such a long Steam list, after a while, and it's like, sooner or later, I will get to these. One day.
Right. My Steam Deck has helped with that list, but not as much as I thought. But I don't travel as much as I thought, so like I don't have as much occasion to pull it out. And and when I am traveling, I'm usually the one driving or are there on a purpose. So
playing video games while driving is generally not recommended.
No. Look, there's plenty of things I do that aren't recommended for driving, but that's not one I want to add to that list. I don't. That list as I get older should get smaller. is how I genuinely feel.
Although I will admit, I do remember a time when I had played so much Wing Commander that when I went out on the road, I started to see targeting boxes appear on the other cars after a while. But, thankfully, that's not the case anymore. But we're here. We're once again. We're going to try to get some Zork in, if we possibly can. Where we try to remember how things were. I actually kind of remember where we were and what we were doing. Oddly enough.
Yeah, we finally cleared most things up, and we were going through. I remember we went and saw the old man and started doing the room puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were up here-ish. Let me see if I can force the map to work. Once again, because there's like this whole weird thing about it. Because it is a little counterintuitive.
Hollywood producer over here.
I know, it's terrible. It's only a machine.
I don't.
I'm turning to AI.
It's doing the work itself.
Yeah, somehow. So we left off. As we were. We did the inside the mirror puzzle, and we go ahead and switch to the other soundtrack. We'd made it. So we are, as folks may or may not remember, we are playing Zork 3. And there's this whole dungeon that we've been dealing with, the realm of the dungeon master, whomever that may be in this context.
He's about 2'5", white hair, red robe.
That's how he is in my memory. That's not how he was described at the beginning, at some point in this game, but perhaps just a different guise. Hard to say. Yeah. Also, this game may have come out before that. So that's...
I mean, 100%.
I think this was 1980, 81, 82, something like that. When this one emerged. I've got the dates written somewhere. But yeah, this one, the latest this would have been is 1982. So, And I think the TV series that we are slyly referencing came out in '83. I think that's right, but yeah.
Was it 83? I thought it was like closer to 86, but
Maybe. I mean, I'd find out if it comes down to it.
What do you have, the internet?
Possibly. There's a chance that I have the internet. Let me actually just.
I got it. Yeah, 85.
85.
Oh, first episode was on in 83. We were both kind of right. It went
How dare they?
83 to 85.
What are they? You're just trying to make this. They're trying to democratize the whole thing, apparently. Yeah. So there's let me. I think I might have had. I've got into my text adventure archive. Is that where I've got the list? Yes, that's where I've got the list. And yeah, Zork 3, 82. That's it. 1982. Zork 3, the Dungeon Master. But I digress. Let us go ahead and get back to the game in question. And we'll see what happens. I certainly have no idea what's going to happen. But we had made it past this puzzle box, and there was a path before us, and I'm going to go ahead and restore the game so that we can actually figure out what that path is. Beyond mirror with amulet, it says. Is that right? Okay. I think I went back and I grabbed the amulet. I think I after we finished, I think I went back and rearranged things just a little bit.
Okay.
So that we now have the amulet, and we left the empty can of glue repellent instead, blocking the laser beam.
Good. Good.
That let us get in here. Just in case we need it. We have the torch, which is what's providing the light, I would assume. And we now are wearing the amulet. Hallway. This is part of a long hallway. The east and west walls are dressed stone. In the center of the hall is a shallow stone channel. In the center of the room, the channel widens into a large hole around which is engraved a compass rose. The south side of the room is divided by a wooden wall into small hallways to the southeast and southwest. The corridor continues north. And I don't know whether or not this is the same room we were in before or a different room that looks similar. So I guess we'll be finding that out.
Right.
But we can go north, southeast, southwest. What do we want to do?
I like that, checking things out in a steady pattern. Oh, left, right, left.
Yeah, we can go clockwise. So you want to start like southwest?
Yeah.
And come around? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens when we go southwest. Narrow room. You're in a narrow room whose east wall is a large mirror. The opposite wall is solid rock. To the north is a large hallway. Okay, so that clearly then means that this is not exactly the same. Maybe similar, right. But hard to say. Let me get closer in on the map here so that we can I can create the room. Narrow room. Narrow room. East wall is a large mirror. Solid rock. Large. The north is a hallway. Okay. And it does not specify if there are any other exits. It just says narrow room. I've forgotten how to do these things. Here, let me just do that. There we go. Okay. So... I'm not sure.
Yeah,
And is it a thing where you can keep going south? Yes.
Yeah.
That puts us
Okay.
back in the beam room. Okay. So south from there puts us back in the beam room. And the north side of the room is divided by a wooden wall into small hallways to the northeast and northwest. Because that's because the thing moved. Oh, hi Anna. Hey. We have friends. We have friends visiting. Hello.
Hello.
In chat. But yeah. So that's the room we were in before. So that actually works out. Then it is in fact what I was thinking. So that means that it's transformed the room. It's transformed the room somewhat. So I gotta rework this to. So this is now. If we continue south, we end up in the beam room, and so presumably, I shall make that a dotted line, going from the one to the other. So I presume that if we go northeast from here, that we will have the same kind of room. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Narrow room with the west wall is a large mirror, the opposite wall is a solid rock, to the north is a large hallway. The weird thing is that the mirror... Are these different mirrors, do you think? Because there was only the one side of the puzzle box room that had the mirror, right?
Right.
An odd thing. So this gives us a second narrow room that basically is just kind of it's the same deal.
They're both on the west wall. The mirror.
In this case, it was before the mirror was on the east wall on the other one, I believe.
Okay.
So that's basically what we're looking at now. So I presume that if we head north, well, yeah, we headed south from there. Yeah. Okay. So that once again, same gig. So if we head. So to the north is a large hallway, so if we head north, then that'll put us back in the hallway. Presumably. There we are. So it's just a different way through is all now. To get back to the beam room.
Okay.
So... And this could be the same room, I don't know. Carter, so I guess we continue going north, is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Righto. Hallway. This is part of the long hallway. The east and west walls are dressed stone. In the center of the hall is a shallow stone channel. In the center of the room, the channel widens into a large hole around which is engraved a compass rose. Again, this was the part we didn't see. Okay.
Right.
Somewhat to the north, identical stone statues face each other from pedestals on opposite sides of the corridor. The statues represent guardians of Zork, a military order of ancient lineage. They are portrayed as heavily armored warriors standing at ease, hands clasped around formidable bludgeons. The corridor continues south, it says. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
So,
And actually,
we have a stone room with a trench that leads to a hole in the middle of the floor, with a compass rose around it.
Yeah. And this actually, you know what? This was the same... I hate to say it, but I think this was the same room. Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know.
The one where, like, the poles and everything were?
Yeah.
To, like, move the box room?
Yeah. Yeah, it gets weird around the around where we were as far as mapping goes. So
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna make another room and I'll figure it out later. Because because it's like another room, but it's the same room.
Right.
I'll fix it later. Hallway and statues. Carrying bludgeons. Okay. And I don't know if it, we want to do anything with the statues or anything?
I mean, we can check them out. I don't remember. I can't think of anything.
Okay. The Guardians are quite impressive. I wouldn't get in their way if I were you.
Cool. Good, good advice.
Do we want to try to keep going north, like between the statues, and see what happens, or?
Yeah, sure.
I can't think of anything else here. Nope. The Guardians awake and in perfect unison utterly destroy you with their stone bludgeons. Satisfied, they resume their posts. You have died. Excellent. Excellent. This once again, this is where we had the
I didn't even jump.
Vision of the. I know, right? It's not like it's not as satisfying as leaping off from a high place in other parts of this game, is it? Outside the iron-barred window, you see a great fiery pit. Flames leap up and very nearly sear your flesh. After a while, footfalls can be heard. Door swings open. We've read all this before.
Yeah.
But he's described as an old man dressed simply in a hood and cloak, wearing a few simple jewels, carrying something under one arm, leaning on a wooden staff, a single key, as if to a massive prison cell. This feels like a different description from the one we got before. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just imagining it. But that throws us back to the beginning of the game, so I'm going to go ahead at the endless stair. So I'm going to go ahead and restore to where we were.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't feel different enough.
Yeah, you're right. It does not. So back to this north hallway. So we have these identical stone statues that face each other. Any thoughts? The stone channel also. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, we didn't pick up anything in here. There's nothing for us to use currently. I mean, how big is the hole in the other room?
Well, are you talking about the hole in the floor?
I think so. Yeah.
Nope. Not letting us in. We tried to enter the hole in the stone channel. So remember how you were saying that that vial of invisible liquid might be an invisibility potion?
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering if that's something we use here.
Yeah,
if that's what it is.
But last time we drank it, it killed us.
Actually, I don't think it killed us. I don't think it did anything.
Oh, okay.
I think there was.
Yeah, I mean, you wanna save and drink it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't feel the need to save right at this moment simply because we're so close. You know, the last restore point we have anyway. But yeah, we can try it. You drink the contents of one gulp. Nothing unusual seems to happen as a result. I guess now we try going north.
Sure.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Did we not go there yet? No, this is another one. Same description, right?
Yeah.
But it let us go north. I think. Unless
Wait,
something
no.
weird
On
happened.
either side, no. We're. Did we back up a room?
I don't
'Cause
think
now-
we did. Because
I mean,
if we
try
look back at our, if we look back at the transcript, we restore. We go north into the hallway, and it says identical stone statues face each other from pedestals, right?
Yeah.
And we took inventory. We looked in the holes for the channels. We didn't do it. We drank the liquid in the vial, and then we went north again. And then
And we
part of the
appeared
long
in the
hallway.
Okay. I guess keep going.
Yeah.
Let's keep going north
Yeah. So that's
until
one additional
something
one. I'm not going to write
changes.
it down yet, but let me see.
Yeah.
2. This is the same description.
Yeah.
Cinder Hall, Stone Channel, Guardians of Zork. Heavily armored warriors standing at ease. So this is the third one. And then there's a dungeon entrance.
Okay.
I think you were right. It was an invisibility potion. Unfortunately, that means we can't go back and use it in the past if this is where we're supposed to use it. That's the only problem.
Right.
So this may end up being an either-or thing, but it's a good thing to note. But I'm gonna go ahead and save the game here, and I'm going to write down the last few, the last couple of identical rooms real quick, because that strikes me as important. Let me go ahead and get this down real quick. What do we have? We have... So there should be a total of 3 rooms, right? Or am I... Unless I'm hallucinating. We have... Okay, bludgeons, number 1. Bludgeons, number 2. The only difference is there's the channel with the compass rose isn't in the next room.
Right. Okay.
Oh no, there is
No,
one.
it
I'm
is.
sorry.
It is. Yeah.
It is. It's just something was different about the middle one. Doesn't talk about them being guardians of Zork,
Right. Okay.
but the third one does. But there are 3 of these total. Okay. So... I'm just going to make more rooms. Can I copy and paste a room? Is that even a thing I can do? I can! That's great. That's great news. Okay. We've got that, and then we've got dungeon entrance. Which we shall now look at. Go ahead and close that. Let me switch us back over. Here we go. Make it slightly more legible. Okay. You're in a north-south hallway which ends to the north at a large wooden door. The corridor continues south. The wooden door has a barred panel in it at about head height. The door itself is closed. Your sword is glowing with a faint blue glow.
Perfect. No way to find out what the danger is than rushing into where the danger is.
Ah, excellent. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah, I think I read that on a Hallmark card.
Okay, now that's a good subject for the Hallmark card. Sorry you perished in the dungeon. I will look at the panel. Wait, it didn't. It said there was a panel. Wooden door has a barred panel in it at about head height. Open door? Shall we open the door?
Yeah.
The door won't budge. Open the non-existent panel. You can't see any panel here. Wooden door has a barred panel in it.
Remove the bar. Like, is it like?
Can't see any bar. This is gonna be one of those things where they use a different noun, isn't it?
Probably.
Bastards. How dare they?
Lift bar. Unbar.
Alright. Sure. I can give that a try. Playing with this way, in this way with a wooden door doesn't seem to work. I am not sure. I think that is so weird that we just walked past the guards and there was no indication at all that the potion was doing anything. Or even if there is a potion.
Yep, those are all. Yep.
I keep imagining that maybe there's not actually anything in there. There's just this scent that comes from it, and you drink a potion and think you're invisible. But the way the potion works is if you think you're invisible, everyone else does too.
It appears to do nothing.
Yes.
Cool.
It's the psychologically invisible potion. The potion of psychological invisibility.
I'm very in tune with being psychologically invisible.
Yeah, right.
a little close to home.
Yeah.
You're called out.
Yeah, that's a bit much, isn't it? Yeah. Guess we best not explore that too much. Okay, now that the ritual of tea stirring is complete. What do I want to do with this door? We have a strange key.
Sure.
The key, which initially seemed certain to fit the lock, seems to change shape and will not enter the keyhole. Damn it.
But there is a keyhole.
But it does not know the word keyhole. Which is funny because in Zork 2 it did know the word keyhole.
None of this is infuriating at all. Just so we're clear.
Not at all. Remember when this was fun?
Infuriating.
Our score is 4 points right now, which is delightful. So, yeah. Maybe there's a different key we're supposed to get here?
I mean, it sounds like it. Does the non-existent potion wear off if we come back later?
No clue! But I feel like I might want to restore the game just in case it does. If we decide to go back, yeah. There's like some other solution with these statues that we're just missing. Although, I mean, that feels like a pretty sound solution. What we did.
Right?
Just, yeah. And the sword is glowing, which means there's someone in the next room.
Right.
Wait a minute. Shall we knock on the door?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
The knock reverberates along the hall. For a time, it seems there will be no answer. Then you hear someone unlatching the small wooden panel. Through the bars of the great door, the wrinkled face of an old man appears. He looks you over with his keen, piercing gaze, and then speaks gravely. I have been waiting a long time for you, and you seem to have made some progress, albeit slight. I will remain here. When you feel you are ready, go to the secret door and say, Frats Osmu. Go now! He starts to leave, but turns back briefly and wags his finger in warning. Do not forget the double quotes. A moment later, you find yourself in the button room. Your sword is no longer glowing.
All right. Well, let's copy it. Yeah. There's a door. Knock.
So, I mean, that tells us something.
Yeah, it gives us how to get through another door, apparently.
When you feel you are ready, go to the secret door and say Fratz Osmo. Is the secret door that we passed through to get into this area?
I don't know. Why would you ask me that?
I mean, it's a secret. It's the only secret door I know about. It's the only one. So, like, the button room. It's just to the south of the beam room.
Right.
We're just sort of back over here.
Yeah.
There was a secret door in the engravings room.
Wasn't there a secret door in the button room too, or is that the?
No. We pressed the button and that changed the in the hallway with the mirror. That opened the panel under the mirror.
Okay.
So that we could get through.
Yeah.
Into the box puzzle room thingy.
Right.
I should probably write down this Fratz Osmo thing.
Yeah.
Just in case. So the funny thing about I'm going to briefly spoil the future, not of this particular game, but of another game. But it's a very basic part of that other game, so I don't feel as though this is really a spoiler. But let me copy selected text and see if that will actually work for my notes. Yes, it did. Excellent. Okay, when you're ready, go to the secret door and say Fratz Osmo. You have made some progress, albeit slight. I'll remain here when you feel ready. Okay. So, I guess the question now is, do we want to? I guess we should. Do we want to go south and try saying it, or are we ready, or are we? Is there something else we're supposed to do first?
I don't think there's anything else. We just used what we think is the invisibility potion. The only other thing I think we were going to do was go do time travel and be invisible.
Yeah.
So we might as well just follow this line and see where it goes. We still have the restore before we use the invisibility anyway. Yeah.
Which is light and empty. But of course, the thing is, he could see us.
Right.
Is that because the potion wore off, or because he's the dungeon master?
No. It appeared to do nothing. It made us invisible to the guardians and nothing else.
Yeah, that's fair. It's very fair.
So it could still be working.
Maybe.
Or we could die going south. Either way.
It'd be great to find out. I guess I'm going to save here. Because a thing happened.
I wouldn't say this is the darkest timeline. It's a timeline.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know what. When you feel you're ready, go to the secret door and say Fratz Osmo. Fratz. Yeah, the thing I was going to mention. Fratz is the light spell in the Enchanter series.
Oh.
You get a series of spells that are all odd nonsense words to activate. And the first one you learn is the Fratz spell, which is, you can make an object glow with light. And it's interesting just in these games to see sort of where that originated. I'm not sure what Osmu means in this case, but I guess we'll find out. Shall we try going south?
Yeah, let's go.
We're back in the engravings room. You are in a room with passages leading southwest and southeast. The north wall is ornately carved, filled with strange runes and writing in an unfamiliar language. Beyond the once secret door are dark, forbidding stairs that lead down to a passage below. Dim light, as from torches, can be seen in the passage.
All right, so Frats Osmu.
Righto.
Okay.
So, say double quotes. Frats Osmu. Dungeon entrance. You're in a north-south hallway which ends to the north at a large wooden door. The corridor continues south. The wooden door has a barred panel in it about head height. The door itself is closed. We're just back where we were.
But it teleported us there.
But it teleported. That's the only difference. Maybe that's what the runes mean. Or the engravings, I should say. Open door. Do we knock again?
Yeah, sure.
This is exactly what he did before. Here's someone and unlatching the small wooden panel that bars the gray wrinkled old man appears, looks at you with his keen, piercing gaze. I've been waiting a long time for you to rather late slight hour remain here. When you're ready, say Frats Osmu, go now. So it just teleports us back to that's it.
So we're not ready.
Apparently not.
We have not made enough progress.
Nope. Our score is still 4. So the thing I think the only other place we have that we can make progress is like the is going to be down at the down where we were time traveling, I think. Unless you can think of something else.
Yeah,
we got the key and everything.
The puzzle room is like our last hurrah, I think.
Yeah, the big puzzle room that we couldn't get very far into.
Right. So what do we have that's different than when we tried getting time travel before? We have the key that changes shape.
Mm-hmm.
We potentially, depending on our save, have a potion that does something. Maybe.
Possibly.
That allows us to pass guardians, stone guardians.
That's it. I think we had the amulet. Sword, torch. You have a torch. We might not have had that before.
Right. But it doesn't matter. All that stuff gets left behind.
Yeah. It's like the vial, the torch, the strange key, the golden amulet. Did we... We haven't done the thing with the chest yet, have we? Didn't we just sort of leave it there?
Oh, yeah.
I think we did this time around.
Yeah, I think so.
So we haven't done anything as far as, you know, that stranger hauling up the chest and opening it and leaving an open chest. But I mean, it's a question of if there's anything we can do which will make that at all different. I think we tried the key with the chest, didn't we?
Right, and it changed. It did the same thing. It changed shape and wouldn't go in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we can consult the books.
Books?
Yeah, the Infocom.
Oh, the Invisiclues.
The Invisiclues, that's it.
I mean, I feel like we can...
The last time we time traveled, we spent a lot of don't get me wrong.
That's true.
But a fun amount of time screwing up time and time again. But I feel like we're in for that same result.
You like history is going to repeat itself?
Yeah. And I don't want to perpetuate that that whole, doing the same thing.
So like, yeah, I mean, so there's the whole thing where it's like, I guess, trying the key with the, see, if we try the key with the crown jewels, I don't think we even need to time travel for that, which is kind of weird.
Right.
Do you want? But you would like Would you feel safer if we peeked at the Invisiclues ahead of time?
No, I mean, I would say before we time travel, yes.
Uh-huh.
If we want to go and try using the key on the crown jewels, I'm fine with that. Like,
okay.
I don't know what they'll get us, but
I can't remember if it was like they're inside a cage, and I think the cage was locked.
Right.
I think. Been a while.
Did we not use the key on that and get them out already? I thought we did that.
Oh, we didn't get them out.
Oh, okay.
We haven't used the key on them to get them out, I don't think. I can't remember if we tried to use the key on them. I don't think we did. We did. I will also tell you, I remember, we can't take possessions back, can we?
Right, not through time.
Right.
Right, we can take them out and we potentially move them somewhere else and leave them there to pick up later in the future.
Well, that's the thing. They're still there in the present, so yeah, that's the only other thing I can think of is to go and try using the key on that cage and seeing if it'll hold its shape for us. Because if it doesn't, then it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to try that first, or do you just want to look at the clues?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with either way.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of confidence in it, is what I'm saying.
I understand. I mean, I don't think I do. I have that much confidence in it either. But it's like just the only thing we haven't tried that I can see a path for in front of us. Strange key, sword, torch. Yeah, so it's like the only other thing I could think to do at this point would be to if we want to restore to well, yeah, that again takes us back into that. Okay, so that being the case, why don't we go ahead and just try heading down there? Won't take us horribly long to get there.
Yeah.
But why don't we try heading down there to the Great Door and just see if the key works, and then if it doesn't, then we'll look at the clues.
Right. Sounds good.
Kind of go from there. Okay. So we've got to go southwest and west, south, east, south. Yeah, we'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna give this a try. So we go southwest. From here, we can't go that way. Where are we? We're in the button room. South. We got to go south first. The engravings room. Okay. Southwest to the damp passage. West to the junction, where is the Great Rock. South to the Creepy Crawl. And east into the Tight Squeeze. And east again into the Crystal Grotto. And then south once again to the Royal Hall. Royal Hall with a vaulted ceiling. And that's where we're going under the large seal, the Royal Seal of Dimwit Flathead. Seal is with signs of gaudy crown surrounded by the crown jewels. We go south again to where the Great Door is. To the east is a great iron door rusted shut. To its right is a gaping cleft in the rock, and behind a cleared area. Let's head in there. Museum entrance. This is the entrance to the Royal Museum, the finest and grandest in the Great Underground Empire. To the south, down a few steps, is the entrance to the Royal Puzzle, and to the east, through a stone door, is the Royal Jewel Collection. A wooden door to the north is open and leads to the Museum of Technology. To the west is a great iron door, rusted shut. To its left, however, is a cleft in the rock, providing a western route away from the museum. Okay. So, open stone door. East. Jewel room. You're in a high-ceilinged chamber in the middle of which sits a tall, round steel cage, which is securely locked. In the middle of the cage is a pedestal on which sit the crown jewels of the Great Underground Empire, a scepter, a jeweled knife, and a golden ring. A small bronze plaque, now tarnished, is on the cage. And reading the plaque tells us it was dedicated in 777. Crown jewels presented to the Royal Museum by His Gracious Lord, Dimwit Flathead. Unlock cage with strange key. It doesn't seem to work. Welp.
Excellent.
I feel as though we should look at clues. I need just a moment. I know we don't have as much time. Would you mind if we break for just a moment?
No.
Unless you would like to vamp at the audience for 5 minutes.
I could use a very quick break myself.
All right. We will take a very quick break whilst I go over to that brick wall and bang my head against it for a few minutes. And we will come back and then we will cheat. We'll be back shortly. We're back, and we're about to break the rules. We're about to look at the Invisiclues because we are at a terrible loss, and we don't have quite as much time this week, so we're just kind of needing to look at things.
Socially speaking, I find that breaking rules that were created 40 years ago is usually for the better.
I have to wonder. You see, I'm actually curious because as things progress, this is why I kind of want, at some point, availability and time and all that.
Right.
If such things exist, that's why I kind of want to keep going after Zork 3 to look back at how things progressed, how they changed, and how they eventually made these games more user-friendly, maybe. Because where they ended up was at like Zork Nemesis, which was a completely different kind of game, from what I understand. But it's just the evolution of these things fascinates me.
Yeah. I was just going. I was just talking to my mother and my grandmother, and this is gonna go way out in the weeds for like potentially political type things, but it's just a curiosity. And I brought up the point that people's bigotry and whatnot seems to be circular, like the Jewish people had it come around to them, three times in recorded, at least 3 times in recorded history. Egyptians, around Jesus' era, and then Nazi era, and then everybody seems to be going, who's the like. For intolerance, it seems to be the trend to go with whatever the next group socioeconomically is below the group that was currently who was being shit on the most. And after we finally, over the next few years, get past this hate towards the extra hate towards trans / some LGBT stuff, when we finally evolve past that, like, what does it go back to? Because I don't see it. Like, who's next? Who's under that? And I came up with a weird theory that are we gonna have to start defending religious nuts that are not, like, I don't think it's gonna go back to the Jewish people, but it might go to like Christianity. Like, are we gonna have to start like defending
well,
like, I don't know what group is small enough to be being bullied, and are they getting to the point where they're being bullied, or will they?
Part of the problem is it's harder to tell this now because everyone who can be kind of is due to systemic issues.
Right.
That we have only realized more recently, I think. By recently, I mean, within the last few centuries, but then also more acutely the last the last few decades, we've sort of last decade or two, we sort of have come into more of a consciousness of this thing that it's like, yeah, basically anyone who's not privileged in certain ways is going to get it. Is going to get the bullying happening one way or the other.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm just like, from a historical point of view, it fascinates me. I'm very curious, and it's one of those curiosities that there's a good potential I will at least see where it's heading in my lifetime still.
Possibly. Quite possibly. I mean, we'll be able to witness whatever the next horrible thing is. But it was
just a fascinating conversation.
But that's just kind of, you're saying you were talking with your grandmother about it as relates to the idea that as things change, like as these games change, and we sort of see what becomes easier to deal with or harder to deal with as they evolve. Yeah, I get you. Welcome, Jetpack Tuxedo, if you're still with us. we sort of diverged for a moment.
Sorry. We're about to cheat. It's fine.
Yes, we're about to cheat. Jetpack Tuxedo, their username came in knowing the secret phrase "Hello, Sailor," so that as is appropriate for Zork.
Where were you 2 sessions ago?
I know, right?
Bullshit.
We had to think of it ourselves. But let's get back to this, where we look at where. Can't be that secret. It's in the manual for the first game. Fair. That's very fair. I remember they mention it first in the first game, and it's you don't use it till the third game. It's kind of funny.
It's not that it was a secret. It's that after bashing your head in for long enough, sometimes your brain not work so good.
Often brain not work good. True. Speaking of which, in Visiclus, we are stuck. It doesn't do anything in the other 2 games. It's like you have to wait till Zork 3, and then an actual sailor shows up. Where you finally get a chance to say it. So we are stuck at the trying to decide if there's more stuff we want to do in the jewel room, trying to deal with the crown jewels. We conquered the puzzle box room only to and drank what we think is an invisibility potion, only to be able to get past some stone guards, to knock at a door and then find out that we're not ready yet, apparently. The dungeon master doesn't. I suspect the dungeon master is still prepping behind his screen at the moment. He hasn't finished prepping the monsters for the dungeon yet. And so he's still figuring it out. So it's not really that we're not ready, it's that he's not ready. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Dude, just admit. We'll watch a movie this week, and then next week we'll play the next session.
Yeah, just admit you haven't written this part.
Yeah, I know, right? But because remember, this was in 1982, before more and more techniques for improv GMing came in. But what do we want? We have Central Area. We have Land of Cliff and Shadow, Royal Museum. I guess that's where. What are we looking at?
That's a good question.
Royal Museum comes in the Invisiclues before the rectangular box, which disturbs me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should do the Royal Museum. Maybe we should conquer time travel.
A simple thing. Rectangular box, the Guardians of Zork has its own freaking section.
Look, I got this forward in time fucking
in the dungeon.
Down. So,
what do we want to look at first?
I'm a master of unidirectional time travel.
Yes, that's it. You're gonna go in both directions simultaneously. Forwards, backwards, and sideways. As we find different timelines that we destroy and then reopen new ones. What do we want to look at first?
All right. So, central area, land of the shadow. Yeah. So let's go in order. Royal Museum. There's probably a reason they're
Gotcha.
in order. There usually is.
Yeah. Aside from general questions, which I think is just whenever.
Yeah.
All right. When are the museum personnel on duty? There are so many questions here that I think even come before my understanding of what's happening.
Well, no. When it says when, I think it means like what years.
What year?
Or between
That's
what
fair.
years. Yeah.
Okay, 2 hints left. Here we go. Intrepid adventurers do not fear mere warning notes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think they're talking about the maze.
Right.
They all died years ago. You'll have to risk it on your own. Yeah, okay. That was useful. Is there anything I can do when I'm trapped in the small square room with marble and sandstone walls? That's the first room in the puzzle room.
Right.
You want to look at that one?
Sure.
All right. There is a way out. Sandstone is a very light rock. You're supposed to freaking chip away at the sandstone or something?
Were you just supposed to pick it up and move it?
Maybe. Do we want to try something or look at the next? Or look at the last one?
No, let's look. Because I want.
All right. Try pushing one of the sandstone walls. Push east wall or push that. God, freaking.
None of that even involves time travel. You son of a bitch.
Yep. Okay. Well.
You want to go do that before we move forward?
Yeah, maybe, because it's not even talking about the technology museum and crap yet, so it's like you're supposed to do the puzzle box before you do. Good God. We were thinking it was keyed to the time travel. You see, this was the problem.
But it's just because we're have more experience and are thusly coming up with better solutions than they had at the time.
Surely that's it. So do we want to sandstone will also explode if you heat it.
God damn it.
Yeah, time travel minutes at a time while you push the sandstone. Also explodes if you heat it, apparently. Okay, so
yeah, can we heat it? Let's put the torch on the sandstone.
Yeah, that's it.
And stay in the room.
Yeah, that'll make us feel better. Okay, so that being the case, do we want to just proceed from where we are, or do we want to restore to somewhere?
I mean, we can just proceed from where we are, I think.
All right. Yeah, the only thing we've lost right now again is the stuff in the vial. So
right,
we'll see
which
what
I
that
think
does.
we needed to do anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's probably just for that one puzzle. Probably. Yeah. Aside from them having their own section, which disturbs me still, but we'll see. Okay. Those guardians. Okay. So, where are we? Jewel room? Okay, out of the jewel room.
So west, south,
I think we saved just before we did this, didn't we?
Probably.
I'll check my... I'll
Maybe
go ahead
not.
and save again. Just in case. Because, you never know. Yeah, I don't think we did, in fact. Alright. We're saving at museum entrance. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, this is the entrance to the Royal Museum, the finest and grandest in the great underground empire. To the south, down a few steps, is the entrance to the Royal Puzzle, and to the east, through a stone door, is the Royal Jewel Collection. Yes, we already read this. South, Royal Puzzle entrance. This is a small square room in the middle of which is a perfectly round hole through which you can discern the floor some 10 feet below. The place under the hole is dark, but it appears to be completely enclosed in rock. In any event, it doesn't seem likely that you could climb back up. Exits are west and up a few steps north. Lying on the ground is a small note of some kind. Read note. Warning, the royal puzzle is quite dangerous and it is possible to become trapped within its confines, yes?
Didn't we do this? Didn't we go down the hole and then push the wall and
We
then
did not
go
push
up
the wall.
stairs?
We did not push the wall.
Were the stairs just there?
Yeah, it's if we head west from
Okay.
here. Please do not enter the puzzle after hours when the museum personnel are not present. The management. We are too intrepid for that. But yeah, see, it says. Let me look here. The place exits are west and north. So, like, if we go west, this is the side room, and a flight of steps leads up towards the north. And metal door leads to the east, which is closed, a steel door that's closed, and then we go back to Royal Puzzle entrance. It's a little weird, but
Okay. All right.
it's a weird sort of thing that wraps around.
Wait, I mean, we just saved. Get in there.
All right. Righto. Let's go down.
Yeah.
Room in a puzzle. You're in a small square room bounded to the north and west with marble walls, and to the east and south with sandstone walls. This was the last room we had to deal with. East and south, sandstone. Which one do we want to push?
East.
Gotcha. Push east wall. The wall slides forward and you follow it. The architecture of this region is getting complex, so that further descriptions will be diagrams of the immediate vicinity in a 3x3 grid. The walls here are rock, but of two different types, sandstone and marble. The following notations will be used. Oh God! We're going to use text to show a map now. So your position is in dots, middle of grid. MM is marble wall, SS is sandstone wall. Question is unknown, blocked by walls. We have gone east. Oh God. Okay, no, I can map this. I can map this, can't I? Sure I can, he said, half-heartedly. I don't know if this is even the best software to use to map this because of things. But let me MS Paint map time. I know, right? I'm gonna keep using this for now, and we'll see if we can figure it out. All right. I'm gonna paste over here. This is another room in a puzzle. And just wait, it turns out to be another carousel. No! I need to mark. It's yeah. You play with that.
That's not a humorous laugh. That's a psychotic. They're coming to put me away laugh.
I want to see about. Yeah, I can't. Can we? We can't. Because the thing is, I can't change. I was hoping, right? Well, no, I'm going to have to notate it like this, won't I? I was hoping I would be able to change the individual side of a room to look a particular color, but I can't. So, you can also make maps using block fonts. And apparently then there you have up-down exits, which might be a problem. We'll see.
You know, if we just get a text page and
second fill.
I don't know, like plus MM, question marks, and we just diagram it all out.
We could do that. We could do that. And hang on. Let me show the audience what I'm dealing with here. There is a second fill. That is possible. Just a thought, pencil and paper. You want me to write things down like a barbarian?
Sure. You show me where there's a pencil and paper, and I'll show you something I write down.
Yeah. Who uses such things?
As I take out my Galaxy Note.
let me look at what this. Let me look at this. Let me look at this real quick, just because. There's a thing. I want to see if it. So like. I don't know if secondary fill will serve the purpose we need it to fill for this. Civilization isn't all it was promised. I considered using PCB design software to do Zork mapping before. So like, yeah, I don't know if we can actually. Yeah, secondary fill will only give us one of them. If I do it that way. So I think that unless something miraculous happens, I think what I will do is oh, I got it. This is actually easier than I thought it was going to be. In fact, this is actually oh god, there's no border now on the first room, though, which is unfortunate. There. Okay. I just have to make them into little pathways. That's it. That's all I have to do. The pathways are all sandstone. That's it. SS.
I think that might be a little labor intensive for what we need. So my assumption based off of this map is we're gonna have to move the sands. Like it's gonna be one of those push the block puzzles where we have to put the sandstones in specific spots.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. That's possible.
Because it looks like we came in from the east on the map that's there, and there's an opening south. Like we can just go south. We don't have to.
Yeah, and I can see that we have that, and then there's question marks up in the corner because we can't access the corner. Because it's blocked by these other walls.
Right. But we'll know what it is if we push the sandstone that's to the east.
Yeah. I do see what you mean. That we're pushing around sandstone blocks, and then we'll have issues there.
Yeah. Sandstone will click into place, and it'll go do 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 do, and then we'll move on.
Is this? I'm sorry. Is this The Legend of Zelda? Is that what's happening?
Wait, everybody's got to steal from something.
That's fair, and that's true. It's 1982, so we can steal from that with impunity. I actually can't remember when that came out now. Maybe it was already out. I'm not sure. Things happened anyway.
Time frame when they came out is more important now than it was then, because then it was like when you found out about it, not.
Yeah. Right now I'm just gonna keep just notating boxes, and I will see if it helps, because at least I'll have something in front of me. I am afraid to grab a pencil because of how messy moving blocks might get. I'm gonna try doing this right now. We'll see. Maybe I'll need to do it anyway. But I see what you're saying. I see.
Yeah.
But
Zelda had to get that puzzle type from somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
They came out in Zelda came out in '86.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. And also, oh man, because it's like the bottom left, southwest is another freaking block of sandstone. So theoretically, we could push in that direction.
Right. if well, I mean, assuming, did we? So we came in from the east. The sandstone that's in the west currently. Did we move that all the way to that spot? Like, was that spot still open?
You mean so the one that's on the east? So the sandstone that's on the east side of the room? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sandstone that's on the east side of the room, we must have pushed into that position, right?
Right.
So the sandstone that's to the south might be... yeah. It's the one that was to the south when we were... So we were just one over. Right? We were just one column over on this little...
All right, so we only moved it one space.
I think so.
I think you're right. So let's just explore that. So let's go. Before we map anything out, get all
grid
crazy.
Paper for this. Like someone suggested grid paper, and I'm realizing why.
Let's see how this.
Keep going. So do you want to keep going east? Is that the?
No. Let's go south. Let's go through any open paths.
Any open paths? Okay.
Yeah. So let's go south.
All right. Without pushing anything. I see.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Heading south. Now, heading south, it appears we're coming to a turn. Where we'll be able to go left or right.
What do the pluses mean?
I think those are the borders of the little map.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go south again.
Oh my God. Okay. And we are at the intersection, and then we can go in a lot of directions now.
Okay. God, this sucks. I mean, let's keep going. Let's go straight down. That way we know we have everything.
All right.
In a path for us.
There's a ladder here firmly attached to the west wall.
Okay.
The sandstone west wall? Come, it says. Do we climb the ladder?
Well, we can... Okay.
If this is 3 dimensions... If this is 3 dimensions...
So we can still go south.
I'm very close to grabbing a pencil. You want to keep going south?
All right, there's a ladder there. This sucks.
I'm sure it's fine. I think I might have graph paper in the other room if I, maybe. It'd be from 30 years ago, but there's a chance I might have some.
Virtualgraphpaper.com. Okay.
Does this suck more or less than the bank puzzle from Zork 2?
I don't know how to answer that.
I feel as though we haven't explored this enough yet to really get a good sense of how ultimately frustrating this is going to be. So perhaps, we don't know. Do you want to keep going south? Do you want to just keep on your plan for heading south to see if we can mind map this thing, or do you want to? I mean, there's still enough there right now that a thing could be done, but or strange mapping happens, but it depends how you want to handle it.
Yeah, I'm like this. The idea of this is great. I've loaded up a virtual graph paper, but learning how to use it
I see,
the top of immediately.
Unstable Deus is saying, accept the curse, summon the pencil. I'm worried this is going to be a 3-dimensional puzzle because there's a ladder. But that's That's
Okay.
its own issue. I mean, I'm happy to either just sort of sit and write a thing, or to uh, or to keep going, however you want to handle this.
All right. I mean, that kind of works. Just seeing if there's.
Let me see what kinds of rooms I can put on here. Because there are things where there are shapes. You know, I could just start a second map and just let it be its... that'd probably be the easier way to do it, wouldn't it? Maybe. It's just an issue of pushing the blocks around, right? So if it's just an issue of pushing the blocks around, and we know where the things are, it doesn't really matter that much, does it? As far as the whole thing is concerned, right? So I can do a one-box room. Let me stand by.
All right. So I have something set up that will work.
Okay. Do we want to just go ahead?
Maybe.
I am, so I'm doing this thing. Where is it? We went east, and then there was sandstone this way.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm just doing, what I'm
might-
doing right now is just telling me where I am, where we are currently.
All right.
And is really only just, movable space. I'm just kind of redrawing what's in front of me. Is all. Anyone wants to see what I'm doing over here? I'm recreating it. Is all. I'm just reproducing what's in front of us. In a format that oh, good lord. Actually, those should be X's, I think. There we go. Okay. We don't know. And we went east. One, we went down one. And then we went down one again. And we can see that there are openings to here and here. And we went down again. We're here and here. And here is the sandstone. And there are openings here and here. And more sandstone here.
I have it mapped out on mine also.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Sure. And there's a ladder here, which sort of list there somehow. If there's There's a thing where I can wait. There we go. Ladder.
Where's this?
There we go. There we go. When I hover over it, it'll say ladder. Okay. That's where we are right now. And so I'm in a decent place here. As long as I remember where I am, then I'm fine. So do we want to keep going, or do we want to check out the ladder? What do we want to do?
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's go south.
All right. You're gonna head south. Now, knowing where the ladder is, room in a puzzle. So we've hit marble. So down here again. Down here we have a couple of marble and some. And then unknown. And sandstone to the east. What do you want to do?
All right, we hit an end, so let's go west.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Ah, there is marble in front of us.
Okay.
I'm even gonna change the color of that one that had the ladder in it, just so that I know it's there.
Yeah, I have a little text
Yeah.
where we started and where the ladder is. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, the start point's good too, actually.
All right. So then let's go east and then north and then east.
Okay. So, east, northeast through the next opening?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Then back to the ladder.
Right.
East from the ladder, we've got sandstone.
So below us, we already know.
Us, and we already know, and sandstone in front of us. So, mark that. Mark that. And then we've got a way above us. All
right.
Wish.
So yeah. So then let's go above us.
Go north and then so back north. Back up to where there is marble, and looks like there's open space up that way.
Okay. So then east.
Okay. All right, we've hit marble again.
All right. So there's gonna be marble in front of us.
And again, not sure here. And up this way is more sandstone. Some pushable stuff. We are here.
All right. So north.
Righto.
We should have.
North. There's a
Our
ladder
wall.
here, firmly attached to the east wall. Also, I'm gonna put here that ladder we encountered before was on the west wall. So this ladder is on the east wall. Let me go ahead and mark the rest of the stuff. There's sandstone to the northeast. And there is a ladder attached to the east wall. Ladder attached to the east wall. And I'll go ahead and do that with this room. Just a little too bold a color last time. There we go. There's a ladder there.
Alright, let's go north again.
Gotcha.
It should have us in between our original sandstone and the new sandstone to the east.
Ah. Yep.
And then there's a wall on
nothing
top.
above us but marble. Good, good.
Okay.
All right. Do we want
All right.
and do we want to turn around and go to the more openings?
Yeah, south, and then west in between the start
in between
sandstone
the-
and the other ladder, the east or the west
Yeah.
ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, end up there.
Yeah. I'll just show briefly the little map I've been drawing for folks so that they can see. So we're going to come down and we're going to go this way, basically, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So south,
Gotcha.
south, west, west,
Alrighty.
west.
Yeah. South, south, west. Okay. Dee. Ladder. West. West. And west again. And more marble. So that was quick. Okay. Do we want to turn around and go back and look at the first opening? Up here? Or was that marble this way? Because I think this is where we started. I think there was marble.
I don't know. It didn't tell us.
We can go back. Oh, you're right. You know what? We can. Yeah.
We can go
Wanna
back to the
and
start.
check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to check. Sure. Okay. All right. East, north, north, west. And in the ceiling above you is a circular opening, but we have the marble to the left. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Sandstone to the
So
south.
behind. So my thought is we have two ladders.
Mm-hmm.
If we try going up them, they're not going to go anywhere, or down them, they're not going to go anywhere because there's no holes. So we have to move sandstone around till we find the holes that we can go up and move the ladders to those holes.
And you know what I bet you is if that if we since we've got one ladder that's on a sandstone wall that's here. So if we were to go around and push that north, if we were to push that one out of the way and push that north to the start, we'd be able to exit from where we had started. Right?
Right.
This other ladder is on a... This other ladder... Well, east. Yeah, that's another sandstone wall. Okay. I was worried for a moment. Ladder east, ladder west should be. I didn't put it in the description. I put it in the other thing. There we go. So, if that's the other... Okay. So, theoretically, there should be another hole in here somewhere. That we can push one of these ladders under. It'll get us where we need to go.
Okay.
Anywhere there is sandstone, where we have these X's, we can actually investigate if we want.
So as far as we know, the west ladder can only go north and south. So the only spot for there to be a hole...
Not necessarily, because we can push it west.
Oh,
you know what? I should probably...
We might be able to push it west.
I'm wondering if I should just take away these X's.
Yeah,
because they are confusing us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't make them blank, I don't think. Well, let's find out. I can't, no. But I can delete them. Because I'm realizing they're not actually helping much.
Yeah, they're not there.
If they're not there, then we're seeing them or I'm seeing them as obstacles, when in fact they're not necessarily obstacles.
Yeah, we don't know what they are. Yeah, now your map looks a lot more like mine.
Getting there.
Cool. All right. Okay. So potentially. All right. We have to test out the walls. So we may want to, now that we have it mapped out. We want to try pushing. Let's try pushing the ladder west, the west ladder west, to see if it goes back into that hole.
It's interesting. I'm realizing we can't move. Oh, we could actually. Never mind.
Wait, first, go in front of the west ladder and let's try going up. Let's see if it's.
Just in case there's something up there. It's gonna say you hit your head on the ceiling. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Climb ladder. You hit your head on the ceiling and fall off the ladder. I'm psychic!
Anyway, now let's try moving the sandstone west.
Okay, gotcha.
Into that blank hole.
All right. So we're pushing. Hang on. Push.
West
wall. You know what? I'm realizing I need to change my notation a little bit to follow the rooms instead of. We'll get there. Anyway, it's fine. The wall barely gives.
So that tells us there is probably marble behind.
Yeah. So that probably means that you can't push it that way.
Right. Let's do the same thing to the sandstone to north of it.
I am Xing that one out because there's no way we can get at it other ways. But yeah, to that one? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my my notations real quick. Because I realized that these ladders are gonna move with the stones and not with the.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just building out the map and never moving the sandstone. Like I'm just like since we moved the first one.
Yeah. And I mean it's fair. And I gotta do this in a way that my brain will understand. Which means I have to do several mental backflips. Okay. So we are here. So let's move this one, you're saying?
Yes. Let's
move
one? That one west. Try to move that one west.
Okay. Let me go ahead and bring this back so that folks can see better and as we use the thing. Okay. Northwest. Okay. North, and we've got our sandstone to the west here. So we're going to push
the west wall.
West wall. The wall barely gives.
Okay, so that is probably.
That's also probably solid rock or marble, basically.
Right. Instead of the X, I mean, we can probably just mark them as
put
marble.
M's.
Yeah.
We can probably do that. Do we want to check just in case? Actually, no, we can't. That would be a terrible idea. Never mind. I'm just going to mark them marble.
Yeah, because it either stops us being able to move the ladder up or blocks our exit.
Yeah, exactly. We know of. I just realized it's like, there's no way to test this. We can move these north and south. That's it. We might not actually want to. That's a puzzle. Okay. Where do we?
That's a good question.
Oh man, that's gonna block everything off. There's no way.
All right.
Why is there even a ladder on that one if you can't get at it?
Let's push the other two next to the. Let's push the east ladder and the one above the east ladder.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's do the east ladder. So let's see. We just gotta hop around the. You gotta hop around to the south real quick. East. That's an R, Jim. R is not a direction. Okay, here we go. Ladder attached to the east wall. And we're gonna push this one east, right?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. So now, Jim, you have arrived at the basis of faith. It's I don't understand. Push east wall. The wall slides forward, and you follow it to this position. Okay.
Okay.
So here we are. Here we are now. We have gone further east.
Right. No, that's good.
And I am changing it as we change. And we have. We're not sure what is where. Hopefully this is not a horrible mistake. But if it is, we'll restore the game. So now we're here. What do we want to do?
Let's keep going west. Let's see how far we can push it, or east. I mean, let's see how far we can push that wall east.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me go ahead and do that. All right. We're going to try pushing the wall east again. Here we go. The wall barely gives. Okay, probably
so
marble
it
back
moves
there.
One spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, let's go back and move the wall above it. Actually, let's try pushing that wall north first.
Oh, the wall to our north?
Yeah,
The sandstone wall to our north?
the sandstone. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
See if see if we can push it out of the way.
Okay.
North wall.
The wall barely gives.
So no. All right.
And that's
so then
probably marble up that way.
Yep. All right. Well, then let's go push that wall east then.
Okay. So, west, north, here we are. Pushing east. Pushing that block to the east. All right, we've got it. We got a new position. Yes, we've confirmed that is in fact a marble wall.
And we'll try pushing it
east again.
east again,
Okay.
because we don't have any other leverage.
The wall barely gives.
Okay.
So that is probably marble. We're not sure what's on either side of these, but
Right. All right.
I
Well,
don't know
let's go
that
down.
there would be a way to find out, though, because if we hadn't pushed this, and we had pushed this, then
Can't go.
there might have been a south, I guess.
Go to the east ladder.
The east ladder here.
Yep,
Okay.
go in front of that one. And what happens if we try pulling the wall or pull the ladder west?
Wait a minute. Stand by.
Because it has supposedly has rungs on it. So my thought is, can we just grab the rungs and pull that one out?
Where am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I went too far. There we go. There's the ladder. You want to try to pull the ladder?
Yeah. Pull ladder west. Or pull wall west.
Pull east, wall west. You can't grab the wall to pull it.
Okay. All right.
That was an interesting idea, though.
Yeah. Then let's go push the the sandstone to the southeast, the higher one of the bottom two on that one, yeah. I feel like I want to try to push that one. Oh God. Push it east first, maybe? Oh, I lost audio for you.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, now I can.
Hi.
Hi.
Push east wall. All I did was I asked, do you want to push it to south or east? That's all I did. All I said. Okay, push. I turned off the sound to stir my tea. Push east wall. Wall barely gives. Okay. So that's also probably marble.
All right. Well, let's push the other one south then first.
I'm gonna push the wall to the south of us. South? Or do you want to push that? Okay. Push south wall. It moves. The wall slides forward and you follow it to this position. You hear a soft snap from behind the wall you were pushing. Which concerns me. Reasons I will get into in a moment. And this is pretty much like this. Okay. There's something that I think we might have just killed something to the south of us. Well, killed. We might have just crushed something to the south of us. We'll find out. But
okay. See if we can push it. No, let's go. Let's go look around the new passageway.
Okay, new passage opened. And now the trap is primed? Yes. I'm sure it is. Let's head east. Yeah, we saved just before we came in here, and the map is probably not going to change. Hopefully.
God, I hope not. Can you imagine if they programmed in a map randomization? If
this is the one thing that they did randomly. Oh, God. Aside from combat, like they decided, okay, now let's make the map random. Okay. So heading east, puts us, whoa. Oh, that's another sandstone wall up there. That's why it would barely give. Interesting. I was unaware. So when it says it barely gives, it might actually be up against a sandstone wall, and we're not sure. That's interesting.
Right.
And you know what that means? I'm gonna have to change them to unknown. We know something's there, but we don't know what. I don't know if it's gonna have any bearing on anything.
Right. I mean, yeah. We can always change it when we find out it's something else, but
yeah, but I'm only going to be putting that in for walls that we have where we've encountered resistance.
Right.
Anyway, so that's another sandstone wall over there. And just to our northeast, and we've got as it shows on the puzzle here. What do we want to do?
All right, let's keep going east.
Keep going east. Gotcha. Okay. And so if we were to... Hang on. So we've got... Wait a minute. I forgot. I was putting squares here. If we were to push on the north wall, we would encounter resistance because it's up against marble. And sometimes I feel like doing these things just to make sure I haven't fallen into... Good, okay. Make sure I haven't fallen into an alternate reality. Do we want to keep going east?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, marble in front of us. But not to our north.
Okay. So let's go north, and then we should, if we go north twice, we should have the sandstone that we moved in front of us.
So we're here, and there's more marble here. And so that should put us between two things of marble and sandstone in front of us. Like you said. Yep. Yep, puts us right back there.
Okay. Alright, well then let's go back down and then search the south area.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. West and just south from here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, more marble.
Alright, and then west.
Okay. West will bring us up against sandstone probably, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. That puts us back there.
Okay, and then that sandstone that we're looking at, let's try to push that south. See if it gets blocked.
Yeah, so we'll get north of it and try to push it south.
We already snapped whatever it might have been.
Yeah.
So.
No point stopping now. All right. You got it? Okay. Let me actually go back here. There we go.
Northwest.
Push south wall. Wall barely gives. There's something back there.
Okay. So. Alright, so that's the initial position minus that. Okay. And since we're gonna have to restart, let's go up to the first wall we ever pushed to get in here and push that east or west, it doesn't matter, and just confirm that it's marble above it.
Up above it? Yeah, yeah.
Because otherwise we're stuck in every other thing.
Yeah.
And then and then we should also move the...
You try that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We try pushing one of these two just to see if there's sandstone behind it?
Yeah,
what you were talking about?
Yeah, we should push the two on the left or on the west wall.
Yeah,
you know, down and up. Doesn't matter if we block our way out.
Yeah,
down and up,
just so that we can
to
see
confirm
it.
what those are.
Yeah,
and then the
gotcha.
same with the one at the north.
Yeah, sure. Righto. Okay, so west and then up all the way, basically. All right. There's a ladder here. That's right. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm gonna push the east wall, and that is marble.
Up at the top. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So have to start replacing rooms. Kind of wish I'd saved an earlier iteration of this map to start over, but then again, it kind of would have been impossible the way we're making. It's hard to anyway. So do we want to come back and push these? Just push south on these?
Yep.
Gotcha. Just confirm that it's
what's behind them.
What's behind them? Gotcha. Okay.
Well, north on one and south on the other.
We could do that. Oh wait, which way do you want to do that? You want to push this one north or south?
Yeah, put that one north.
Push this one north.
We can't. Yeah, push
Gotcha,
that one
okay.
north and the other. Yeah, because otherwise it doesn't work.
Okay.
Go in between them, push one north and one south.
Push north wall. Okay, that is marble.
Okay. And then push south wall. And then
Okay, and then we...
that one should be marble also.
And that'll be that. Okay. Push south wall. It's marble.
Also marble. Okay.
Okay. And, yeah, I mean... It's not technically true, but where I'm putting everything, but just to confirm
Okay, so...
Whoa. I just
so
lost something. That's alright.
So we have our first sets of moves.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say you may want to switch them back because we're just gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. I just
Okay.
I just wanted to kind of get a sense of where we are now.
Gotcha.
So do we want to go ahead?
Now the only thing that we don't know what they are is where the block where this we heard the snap, and then
so the snap was down here
east.
somewhere.
Yeah, it was right where the SS is.
It's right where
there.
it was right on here.
So when we reload, we're gonna push one wall south twice, and then that sandstone that we pushed south and heard the snap, we're gonna instead push that west, and we'll see what snapped.
Yeah.
And then that'll also give us a path to go up in the top north corner and see what's up there before we move those.
Yeah. So it occurs to me it's impossible to get this sandstone out of the way, because this is all marble. It's impossible to get to the west of this sandstone, so we're obviously not meant to leave by the same entrance. I say obviously.
Yeah.
So that said, go ahead.
I was gonna say that said, I think what we'll want to do. Well, yeah, I don't think it matters which wall we move when we come in.
Yeah. Do you want? And I'm just gonna ask real quickly. Do you want to give this another go before we quit today, or do you want to bookmark it here and come back to this next time?
I can give this another go. I think. Let me double check.
Give me just a quick. I need to leap up for just a minute.
Okay.
If you feel like vamping for a second, I'll be right back.
Sure.
Tell us tales of things.
Let me spin you the tale. A tale as old as time. No, that's Beauty and the Beast. What were we saying? I wasn't looking at chat. Look before you leap, at least climb back. Yeah. No, that's not what we do here. We leap and never look. So we'll see what's there in what the purple SS the sandstone marking is, and then what's up the hallway. Discovery. When you couldn't just walk into a room and figure it out. This is why I like escape rooms. They're just, you know, you take your time, figure out what the hell's going on, and you move on. This not being able to reset the room, and you go in, and if you made a mistake off the bat, you're just fucked. Is definitely a better direction for video games, I think. I much prefer this direction, the direction where you can make mistakes.
That's fair. That's very fair. So what I think I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually going to delete off of my little map here most of everything that's on the inside of the borders.
Okay.
So that way I don't have to. And I'm just gonna rewrite them down because I can do it pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, how quick is it to fill with a color? And,
I mean,
and
that's
remove the
fair.
color? So you can.
I could leave it as. Yeah.
Any place that says cave, I mean, you can delete those out.
I just worry about. Yeah, I worry about. Where were things, right? It's like I'm trying to remember.
Okay, so I have a map up of where things originally start.
Yeah. That's good. Because I can't really remember exactly where everything was.
I can't. That is literally my superpower.
Awesome. That's good. I do not have that ability. But alas, my ADHD does not help me. Although actually, I remember this being here. And that'll give us what we need, I think. Okay. Let's go ahead and restore, and we'll we'll see if we can. And then these all move back to wherever they were when the purple thing is where everything snapped. Where something snapped. Okay. We're gonna restore back to museum entrance and dive back in there into the royal puzzle. We read the note. I'm going to do it again just because we can. And we're going to head down into the hole, and we're in the room of the puzzle. And we've got our sandstone walls to the once again to the east and the south.
I don't think it matters. Let's push the south wall, because I don't think that.
Yeah.
No. Let's push the east wall east.
Gotcha.
We'll put that back where it was.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And so.
So now we want to go
back
south,
there.
south, east, east, and then push the south wall.
Okay. Just gonna make sure all right. So south, and then we have the opening, and I'm just refilling this as we go. South, and you said east, east?
Yep.
Okay, this I'm not sure where that was.
It was there. It can stay there.
Oh yeah, well, not in my brain it can't. I think we're here right now. Okay. And east a couple of? Alright.
Oh wait, so... Wait, where are we?
We're here.
Oh no, yeah, so we can go east again.
Mm-hmm. We've got sandstone. We're here. We've got sandstone here. I'm not sure which one of these it was.
And then, so east again.
And, east. And by brain cycling. Got it. Okay. East.
So this should be, yeah. And we want to push that.
And this was
the south wall
this was
south.
Here, right? Okay. And we push the wall to the south of us, to the south.
Right. Twice.
All right. Ah! So it now says the center of the floor here is noticeably depressed. Nestled inside the niche is an old and dusty book. Interesting.
Okay.
So we pushed this to the south, and we now
There's
have
a book there.
That's there. Okay.
We want to push it to the south again.
Okay. We're here, and there's a
get
book
the book
here
first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I'm just remembering that was there. Okay. Okay. So there's a book. Get book. A very ancient book. Should we look at? Should we save here?
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't think we need to.
Hey, say the game real quick. The book is written in a strong and elegant hand and is full of strange and wondrous pictures. The text is in a tongue unknown to you and is penned in many colors. Some of the words seem to change color as you read them. The book itself is very old and the pages dry and brittle.
Okay.
Dang, okay.
All right.
We got a point. I don't know if we got that point when we entered the puzzle or if we picked up the book. But
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So-
push the south wall south again.
We're pushing the south wall south again. Okay.
Yeah.
That will cut off.
Yeah, but then we're gonna push that wall west.
Yeah, and there's something there. We don't know what it is.
There's something in that corner, but this way it won't break.
That's fair.
All right, or as the term said, snap.
I have a thought. No, never mind. All right. I'm going to push the south wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then push the west wall.
All right, so that's there. And we got that. And then we're going to push the west wall. And
we're gonna go south.
we're going to go south, and I guess I can unpurple that one. We go south. Ah! In the center of the west wall is a steel door which is closed. On one side of the door is a narrow slot. There was another steel door, as I recall.
Open the door?
I'm gonna save one more, yeah. 'Cause there was another steel door that was up top, I thought. Open door. You can't force it open. Unlock door with strange key. It doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
Nothing special about the small slot.
Whatever. Let's go check out the north hallway.
Yeah.
So north.
I'm gonna mark
east.
here that there's a door here.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it against the marble there, just so that it's so that I don't have to change that later. Door. Okay. Now what are we doing?
We're gonna go north, and then we're gonna go east, 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 and then all the way north.
Oh, this is marble. Forgot to mark that as marble. Sorry, so wait. North, east, east,
North?
east, north, yeah. Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
We can check that out. Gotcha! Okay, north, east, and... you put that out so people can perhaps read it. East and east.
And then
We
north.
get into there, and then that gives us more opening. And north,
And
which
north.
and And north.
Yep.
And
north
is this
again.
sandstone somewhere else? This was over.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Exactly. Right there. No, you're right.
I can't be.
Right there. I mean, it is.
Because that's marble to the west. Are we here or here? Stand by.
Where you're marked now. We haven't gone up yet. That sandstone is above the green sandstone in that empty spot.
All right. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. I got lost for a minute.
When we go north, you'll see a second sandstone.
Okay.
on the left.
Excellent. Okay. And marble,
again.
and these are both marble then.
Right.
These to our right, coming up. Okay. Good. Sorry, I just wanted to figure out where we were. All right. More marble. Excellent.
Bitch. Okay.
Well, we found that out.
So
Interesting. So.
All right. So then, what we want to do is.
If this has a ladder on its east side, that means that all we have to do now that we have the book. Well, here's the thing. We have two odd things in here. So we found the limits of this place, right? In theory.
Right.
Outside of there being something in this corner, which I don't think there is. So.
Well, no, we've been in that corner. We
have. It's just that my brain's not registering it. But there's a ladder on the east of this block of sand. Let me go ahead and I'll re-show it here. So there's a ladder here on this block of sandstone. So, oh no, it's not possible, is it? Because if the ladder, hang on, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Well, there's still one more thing we have to move.
Sorry, I just want to figure out where the ladder is. Okay. So that's correct. We're here now. Sorry. I moved around because I was just trying to figure out east wall. Okay. So actually there's a chance we just have to move this block here and we can get out. Was what I was thinking.
Possibly.
Yeah. What was the other thing you wanted to you wanted to check out?
So there's one sandstone we haven't moved yet. And on the right side, the sandstone that's in green.
Mm-hmm.
2 below that. I think we want to move that east 1.
We think we'll find something underneath it?
Possibly.
All right. Sure. As the center of the floor is noticeably depressed here, in this spot.
Right. That's where the book was. It was in that depression.
Yeah. Okay. If we do this, we will not be able to get out. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Give me just.
Why?
As this will block off the way for us to push this to the left.
No. I'm sorry. I want push it west. I mean, push it west.
Oh, push it west.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. It leaves it open.
Gotcha. Understood.
Go to the other side. Push it the other way.
Push it west. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Understood. All right.
That will keep us able to move around it.
Gotcha. All right.
And even put it back where it was.
Okay. All right. So in that case, I'm gonna go back around it. So south and east and north. Okay. Got it. Okay. Push west wall. And there does not appear to be anything underneath it.
Okay.
Or anything new here. according to that description.
All right, then my only other thing to try is to go and put the book in the slot of the metal door.
All right. We can give that a try. Yeah, so we just head southwest and yeah, okay.
Southwest, west, south.
Okay. Put book in slot. I don't know if... Alright. The book drops easily into the slot and vanishes. The metal door slides open, revealing a passageway to the west as a previously unseen sign flashes. Royal puzzle, exit fee paid, item confiscated. I'm willing to bet you if we head west from here,
we come out the other door.
we come out in the side room. That's the other.
Yeah.
And then we've got the passage that puts us back in the puzzle if we want.
All right. Well,
I think go ahead.
If we want to keep the book, we can get rid of the empty vial.
We could. Or, just hear me out.
Uh-huh.
We can push the ladder over here. over to the hole.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that too. So in order to do that, we want to be...
The thought is we'd have to push that to the right. We come up, we push that to the left so we can stand there in that empty space. Push it south. We can't push it to the right from there, so we'd have to move that. Get somewhere where we can get around it, so we have to push it south again. We come around, we push it left. And it's just a question of setting it up in advance, right? So there are a number of moves we've had to do, but we could do it. You just have to push it up until it's there. We have to make sure that's out of the way first. And I think it's a thing we could do. That said, I mean, we could always just get rid of the empty vial.
All right, this is a good place for me.
Yeah, let's try getting rid of the empty vial. Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then perhaps we should pause and come back next time and push the sandstone around. Okay. So we are back in the place in the area that's depressed. Which we moved things around since I think this is further to the right now. There we go. And we're here. And southwest, south. Okay, we got the door. Put vial in slot. An item vanishes into the slot a moment later. A previously unseen sign flashes. Garbage in, garbage out. And spews the vial, now atomized, through the slot. If we want to get out of here with anything valuable, we're going to have to push the blocks around. I think that's where we are with this. So, you want to bookmark it here before we do that? And
Yeah.
come back in a couple of weeks and hope you remember where everything is.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I think we can do that. All right. And I will double check to make sure everything is where I've listed it on my own little map, just so that I can set it up so that for next time we can do that. And I think that'll probably be fine. Depression and floor is there. All right. Cool. Because, yeah, I feel as though that's going to take a little while. Hi, Prax. Hey, we're actually getting ready to dive off, but thank you for coming.
I'm looking at it real quick, and I'm like, yeah, in order to...
It's doable. It's just, it's going to take a little bit of... It's going to take a little bit of doing things in advance. Which I can see how to do it, at least, while I'm here right now. But yeah, in a couple of weeks I'll need to look at it again. But I can see the way to do it. I'm pretty sure. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, it's a lot of like push this way, then run around and push the other thing the other way.
Yeah.
And then run around and then
There's a lot of set up your future pushing of the stone by pushing another stone in another direction. So you'll be free to
one wrong move, you can't undo it, but yeah, and you have to do it in the right, but yeah, it can be done.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it can be done. It's just, I think the whole point of going in here was getting the book. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that was the point.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Well, that's that then. We will go ahead and we shall return to our ourselves.
Yay!
Yeah. I think that'll work. I think that'll be fine. It's so that is we are released back from we're released from the dungeon, and we can now attempt to be semi-human again.
Yay!
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming and for doing this again. It feels like it's been ages.
Yeah.
Many ages. But actually, I think that was actually kind of fun. I think.
I'm glad we got to do. I was really annoyed that we couldn't like get into the puzzle room.
Yeah. Just the idea of pushing the wall. I just wish that had occurred to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was very good. No, that worked. That worked nicely. It's like, doing everything but wait, push the wall? Is that it? That apparently was it. And we have this strange little box that we're working around in. I have no idea what advantage. I have a feeling when we get started again, after we get out of that room, we're probably gonna have to look at the clues again, because that we've got the book, but I have no idea what to do with it.
Right.
And I can't see how it applies to anything we're doing.
Right. Yeah. I can't tell either, but yeah.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. Or something or we'll read things that will tell us what to figure out.
Right.
Thanks so much for coming. This was fun. I'm glad we got to jump in again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I always have a good time with this.
Yeah. And actually, I'm pleased we were able to also just sort of figure out the. It was just a little thing, but I'm pleased we were able to figure out something that worked against the statues up there on the other side.
Right.
And then it's just basically, and you were right. It was an invisibility potion.
Look, we'll assume I was right.
Yeah. we'll assume you were right. It could just be a potion of statues don't notice you. That's really all it is.
That's my general outlook in life, is if we just all assume I was right, everything would go a lot smoother.
Yes. That's your general policy, I would assume.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, do you have anything you wanted to, anything else you wanted to let us know before we dive off?
No, I'm still not doing anything. So
okay.
I have nothing to promote.
That's okay. That's cool. I myself also currently have nothing to promote. realistically. I've got a lot of things that I'm working on, very, very slowly, megalithic slowly. And so mostly, I am randomly getting back to trying to randomly stream video games and stuff here when I get a chance. Mostly City Skylines. I hope to get back to Age of Empires. But I've had there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening, and City Skylines is comforting. So it's been helpful to me in that sense. It's calming. So a lot of stuff just sort of has been getting in the way. I want to start setting things up for more tabletop RPGs, but I just, lots going on. So I've got plans. I just don't know exactly how soon I can pull the trigger on them. Soon, hopefully, because I got to do something. I'm gonna have a gaming deficit shortly, and I'm gonna have to address that.
Right.
So hopefully all shall be well. But I think that'll be about it. We might possibly go say hi to someone when we hit the end card. I don't know. I'll look around and figure it out. But in the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Take care. And I see that we're getting that question. So the next 3-year campaign is what? No idea. But not here, probably. We'll see you all of a sudden. Take care.
Bye.